Welcome to La Twins Experience with
Kim
and Donyetta.
Now let's get back on our bullshit.
Okay. I can't.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Donyetta.
And welcome to La Twins Experience, our third episode.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. It still took a lot of work to get here.
It surely did. People don't realize all the technicalities that go on in the background.
Mm-hmm. It looks like you see the finished product, and it's some work that goes into it.
It surely is. So what's been going on in Atlanta this week? What's happening with you?
It's been a whirlwind of a week. So we launched the podcast on Monday. Let me see what has been going. So that dramatic pause was like a hallelujah. So Monday morning we launched the podcast, right? And then I wake up because I have some meetings for work. I'm still working from home during COVID. I typically do not work from home, but right now I'm working from home. So I walk my dog and I'm coming in because y'all know I'm always running late. Right? So I look at my phone and it says Oprah Magazine something. And I was like, Oprah Magazine? And so I clicked the notifications, and Kim, I think my spirit left my body and was floating above my head because Oprah Magazine reposted one of my TikToks.
That was crazy. When I saw that, I said, we made it, girl.
Okay. Remember, I was like, we going to Hollywood. So, I was going to tell my job, I can't be bothered with these things. I have to go, to Tyler Perry Studios.
You quit your job in your head.
Yeah, but I still got on that 10 a.m. conference call, okay? I mean, that was just like a whirlwind in of itself. Totally unexpected. I still don't think, the gravity of it all has sunk in, but woo! So now, my week started off with a bang.
So did they ask you beforehand, or did they just repost it?
They just reposted it. I don't know if they saw it because it's a TikTok, but I posted it on Instagram in my Reels section because Instagram is trying to kill TikTok like they did Snapchat, but that's neither here nor there. So I don't know how it even came across their eyes, but no, they didn't ask it. They just posted it and then they tagged me in it. So they gave me credit for it. So I was just like, at first I was like, am I reading this wrong? Oprah Magazine? Because I used to have a subscription to O Magazine. But no, it really happened. And then people started messaging me and telling me that they saw it. And then maybe, so today is what? We're recording on a Thursday. B. Scott reposted it. Are you familiar with B. Scott?
I love B. Scott.
B. Scott reposted it as well. And so some other people have reached out behind the scenes to ask me if they could use it. And I don't know if they're going to use it, but I did have to give certain people permission to use it. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But it's the same TikTok that went viral with the 1 million views. And now that I've put it on Instagram as well, it's just...
They like you seeing they like seeing you show up late to work with your doggone bonnet on.
I know, right? And everybody's like, that's so me. And the funny thing about it is when I make TikToks, I'm not necessarily talking about my life experiences, but I can tell it would be something that everybody else would relate to or that we all can relate to. And so I think that's what makes it so relatable. So that's my week. It's big. And then I'm buying a house right now. So I'm trying to get all the stuff with the moving done because my closing date is in less than 2 weeks. No, less than 3 weeks. So just doing all that. So I'm sleepy. When we finish recording this, your girl's going to bed.
So you just had a little busy week here.
Yes, it's been busy in a good way. And I still can't believe it all, but woo! Why did I say woo? Popped a Molly, now I'm sweating. I didn't. But yeah. What's been going on in your world?
Papa Molly, I'm sweating. Woo! I'm sweating right now. Shoot.
These lights.
I just been had a pretty mellow week. I took 3 naps this week midday.
I'm jealous. I am jealous.
I had just been like exhausted for some reason, and I just like had to like just stop and lay down for like an hour and a half just to like regroup. And my doggone kid, my little one, 6-year-old, I gotta lock the door because he'll come in, he'll tickle my feet when I'm sleeping. I'm like, can I leave? Can I get like just this 1 hour of sleep just to like recharge myself? But yeah, I mean,
he's so cute.
He is cute, but he's like, he's a little terror, man. He has personality on him, so. Yeah,
and a British accent.
Yeah, he does. He talks like Siri, because I changed my Siri to the British Siri. Mm-hmm. And, you know, every time someone gets in the car with me, they're like, why does Siri sound like that? I'm like, because I changed her like 10 years ago. Y'all never changed Siri to like another voice?
I think I heard it when we went hiking, and I was like, what?
Yeah, everyone who hears it, they're like shocked that Siri's British, but she sounds good British. So I like Siri to be British. So... yeah, I'm just, I'm trying to get my runs in. I have like 30 more miles to run in like 4 days. So I'm hustling on the run front, and
you can do it.
That's about it, you know, chilling like a villain.
So let's do a follow-up. Tell us about your lurking situation. Has that gotten better? Is it about the same? What's going on?
The lurkers are still lurking.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. Because I'm about to block a couple mofos. Seriously.
Wait, so if anybody gets blocked by Kim this week, you know it's because you're a lurker. One of the lurkers that we talked about. Because they can still get to the show. You're going to block them from your page, but they can still get to La Twins Experience page.
Yeah. I'm not going to block you from Lay Twins. I'm going to block you from Straight Kim. Because y'all just... it's
so then they're going to know.
I don't care. Honestly.
What kind of lurking have they been doing this week? Is it the same? Like, did they listen to episode 1 and say to myself, I might be a lurker? Or are they just full throttle, just continuing lurks?
Listen, I think that episode has amped up the lurking.
A hit dog will holler. I had somebody comment on my... the Instagram post that I made about us launching the first episode. Mm-hmm. Somebody was in my comments talking about where's the coffee video, i.e. the video that Old Magazine posted. You don't get your ass off my page. So I thought we got a comment, about the podcast. I was like, oh, we did an engagement. They literally put, where's the coffee video? Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Wait, did you delete it or did you leave it up there?
It's still there. Y'all do not go looking for this person's name in the comments. But no, it's still there. I left it there. I told them where it was. Like, I was nice about it, but I was still thinking like, Burr?
But wait, how did they get to the podcast page when Oprah tagged your personal page? Like, y'all too busy. Like, y'all fishing.
It was on my page in a post that I made about the podcast. Uh-huh. So they just went to the last thing I posted and was like, where's the coffee video? But you saw that, but you didn't take the time to look to find the coffee video because I just posted that TikTok video like a week ago. I don't post that much. Like, it literally is right there. So, whatever. Where's the coffee video?
People don't have the good sense that God gave them, I swear.
That's like if Eddie Murphy comes up and be like, where's Charlie Murphy? Or, we don't want to see you, Kelly Rowland. We want to see Beyonce. Shut up.
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy. Did you know my dad looks like Charlie Murphy?
Really?
So when I was a little girl, I would always tell him he looked like Eddie Murphy because I didn't know who Charlie Murphy was. Mm-hmm. And then even after CB4, like I didn't put 2 and 2 together. But when Dave Chappelle's show came out and Charlie Murphy did those appearances, like everybody who's met my dad, they'd be talking and be like, wait, you know your dad? I'd be like, yeah, I know. He looks like Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy passed, right?
He did. He had so I believe his wife passed from some type of cancer and then not many years afterwards, I believe he had like a form of cancer. Yeah.
Wow. That's so sad. Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy.
He was a great, great comedian. Mm-hmm. All right. So we want to get into some good stuff.
I don't know if this is good stuff, but a lot has happened this week. So first up is the whole Jacob Blake situation. Another Thank goodness not fatal this time, but another shooting involving an unarmed black man and the police. Where was it? Kenosha?
I believe Kenosha, Wisconsin. I know it was in Wisconsin. The name of the city, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find it. When I first saw that, I'm so tired of this stuff. Like, it literally, like, makes me sick to my stomach. And typically, I'm not a person that watches the news. And it bothers me either way, good or bad. But, like, literally, I'm very much so over it.
Yeah, like, I just watched the video, like, just now before we started recording, because, yeah, it's just, I can't take so much more of this, it's just, it makes you angry, it's depressing, it's just, when is this going to stop?
Especially, like, I just looked it up, is what? Ooh, I'm from Smith Station, Alabama, and I can't pronounce this. Wauwatosa, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin.
I'm not even gonna try.
So we're in a period with the murder of George Floyd, the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, and police are very much aware that they are being watched. Police are very much aware that there's always cameras, and you still feel, I don't know. So I don't even know what the word to use is. But you're still, you know you're being recorded. You know that we're in an intensified state in the country, and you still don't care. You still, like, at your core, like, your instincts still, like, override, like, good judgment. And because there were several people out there who viewed this, and people actively have their, like, camera phones out, and you still shoot this man in the back, like, seven times? Not once, 7.
Like, what did he think? That he was going into the car to get a weapon?
A tank? A hand grenade? Like, I don't... And then, from what I read, there was a scuffle before the parts of the video that we've seen. So, allegedly, there was a scuffle before. At one point, the police had him in a headlock, maybe, yes or no. And then he starts walking around from the passenger side of the van to the driver's side, which is where the video that most of us saw starts from. And as he goes to get in, I did see the police officer grab his shirt and try to pull him back. And then he pulls his gun out, and at that close of range, like, shoots him 7 times. 7. And even, I think, that's deadly force.
I want to know, okay, the guy, he was walking away. You couldn't, like, turn your gun around and, like, knock him on the back of the shoulder or, like, something? Like, what possesses another individual to, I mean, you're not shooting to arm if you're shooting, shooting to wound. You're shooting to kill if you're shooting someone 7 times.
Yeah.
So.
At that close. I heard that they tased him before the video that most of us saw started too. That there was a scuffle, there was a headlock involved, that there was tasing involved. And then, and he is partially paralyzed. And then we saw today that CNN reported that even though he is partially paralyzed, he cannot walk. His family doesn't think he will ever be able to walk again. He's handcuffed to his hospital bed.
Like, where is he going? Where is it? Like, why do y'all have this man handcuffed to the bed? What was his crime? Do we know what his crime was? Why were they bothering him in the first place?
Let me see. So the police officer that shot him was from Kenosha. He's in the Wauwatosa, the word that I spelled out. He's in a hospital there. Let's see. I don't think there is a crime. And if there's one, it hasn't been released. I know that this has sparked outrage, just like the murder of George Floyd. We even had some instances here in Atlanta where downtown there were some escalations in protests and property damage and stuff done. Like, people are tired. Black people, we are, as a people, we are tired.
Sick and tired of the bullshit.
Like, what do you want from us? Like, you built your country on our backs for free. And you use your Bibles to justify it. We don't have it took us a while to, like, get voting rights. We had to fight for civil rights. And, like, what more do you want? I don't know.
Defund the damn police. That's what we need to do, because it's like, what type of training do these officers go through? Like, I don't.
What kind of education do they have?
That's what I want to know. Because, where I live, like, I'm in New York, but I'm not in New York City. So in New York City, I think the police officers have to have, like, a high school diploma, maybe, or a GED. But in Long Island, they have to have I think at least a 2-year degree, maybe a 4. But I know it's at least a 2-year degree. But they get paid much more money than New York City police officers. But
do they have as many reports or complaints against them as New York City officers in Long Island?
I don't know, because the town that I live in, we have our own, like, we're an incorporated town, so we have our own police department. And, people always have good and bad things to say about the police department. So, I don't hear too many bad things, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. It's just not being publicized, so... Yeah, like, I don't know. This makes me scared for my son. He's 14, and luckily he's a homebody and he doesn't like to go out and hang out. But when he does want to do that, like, I have to teach him, like, what to do if you encounter the police, because this is like a frightening time that we're living in right now. It's crazy.
I couldn't imagine. And like Tamar Rice, wasn't he playing in his front yard?
Like, we can't live. You can't even live your life. You can't even go outside to play. It's just it's a frightening time. I should have stayed my behind in Cancun. Shoot.
I should have hopped on. I should have got flued out and came with you.
Man.
Like.
So then we have this little 17-year-old terrorist,
psychopath,
Kyle Rittenhouse, who goes out with his freaking, what did he have, like an AK-47?
I think it was like an assault rifle,
and like kills 2 protesters. I think he like wounded another one. And what did you say? Like, he went home and went to sleep?
Yeah, I don't believe he was arrested that day. I believe he went home. I believe he went to sleep, and I think they arrested him the next day.
Ridiculous.
Let me see. And like, my black behind, I couldn't pull that off. Even, I'm a female, so I think black females aren't as feared as black males are in this country. But trust and believe, we have your Breonna Taylors, we have your Sandra Bland's. Let me see what they're saying about this Wisconsin team. Like, what's going on in Wisconsin? Like, before this, we only heard about, I've never heard anything come out of Wisconsin. Let's see. On Wednesday, he was arrested at his mother's home in Antioch, Illinois.
But how did he get...
After a black man was shot 7 times.
How did he get from the protest and he got all the way back home? No one, like, tackled him or did anything?
He had a military-style semi-automatic rifle. He killed 2 people, and he seriously injured a 3rd. So first of all, black people get stopped for just walking down the street with no assault rifles. How are you walking down the street with a whole assault rifle?
But is that an open carry state?
I don't even know. Like, are assault rifles like open carry weapons? Like, is open carry? Well, I guess it could be. Because you do have, like, I know here, the Black Panther Party, I believe it was the Black Panther Party and the KKK, they had a face-off at Stone Mountain. So I think they did have guns. Nothing, escalated or whatever, but I think that I guess if you have
it is open carry.
A carry permit, you can carry whatever.
But didn't he carry it across state lines? I thought I heard that.
They did say he was arrested at his mother's house in Illinois, yeah. I don't have any words.
Yeah. Well, did you hear that the NBA, the teams, like, they shut down all the games yesterday?
I did hear that. The NBA boycotted, the WNBA boycotted, and and good for them. For taking a stand and, like, for using their platform to speak out against something that they feel very strongly about. Like, you cannot keep killing black people like we are animals to be hunted and want us to play your basketball games and your football games, your college basketball game, football games, and to work for you. Like, just Black Lives Matter is a minimal.
And they put it on the court, right? It's on the basketball court. But look, the NBA owners, they put up a measly $300 million fund. This is like $1 billion industry, multi-billion dollar industry, and all of you teams can only put up $300 million for this cause. Like, the players need to stay on strike and don't work for these people anymore until they put their money where their mouth is. Because $300 million, it's a lot of money to us, but to them, collectively, all of the NBA teams, it's not a lot of money. So, yeah.
And then you think about it, and Colin Kaepernick was drugged for filth because he just decided to kneel. And how many years ago was that? When?
At least 3 or 4 years.
And it's still going on. So he had a point. Like, us as a people, we knew he had a point, but nothing's changed. I don't know if it's getting worse per se, as much as more people are recording it and making it aware to the general public. But yeah, nothing has changed. I know that for a fact.
Surely hasn't. So the last year he played was 2016-17 season.
Wow.
So it's been 3 seasons.
They call him unpatriotic. They said he was disrespecting the American flag. My stomach hurts. I can't. I'm over it.
We're all over it. Sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yes, indeed.
The CDC removed the 14-day quarantine for travelers coming in from hotspot states.
In my Scooby-Doo voice. Why? What is wrong with us? Like, we're the only ones running around like on the playground exchanging snot. All the other countries in the whole freaking world have their stuff together. Their coronavirus cases are decreasing. And we're over here acting like the damn 2 Live crew. I'm so done. I'm about to get flued out and I'm going to Jamaica.
And like I've flown in from Atlanta twice, once in July, once in August. And the first time in July, the 14-day quarantine was in effect, but they weren't enforcing it. Then when I came through from Cancun, because I had a connector in Charlotte, at the gate, there were agents at the gate. So you couldn't, once you came out the plane, the agents were at the gate. And you had to either fill out a form or you had to show them proof that you filled it out on the app. So
what's the form?
It's just a form saying where you've been, like your address. So I guess if they need to contact you to make sure that you're quarantining, they have a way to get a hold of you. And the next time when I flew in from Atlanta, the flight attendant at the gate was giving out the form, but there was no one there enforcing it. But I did see those agents coming down the hall to go to another gate to enforce people filling out that. There's no rhyme or reason to this country. Like, nothing makes sense. Like, if there's a 14-day quarantine, first of all, it should be digital. That paper is bullshit because you could fill out anything on that paper. They weren't checking anything. You could have scribbled, Fred Flintstone on there.
So the quarantine that you're supposed to do for 14 days, is it like a self-enforced quarantine? Are they saying when you leave this airport, you need to quarantine for 14 days because you've been out of the country?
No, because you've been in like a hotspot state.
Yeah. Well, that makes no sense because then you're coming through the airport and like whatever you do from the time you get to the airport back to your house, like that's a lot of contact and germs.
Nothing makes any sense. I don't get it. I don't understand this country. Like, just nothing makes any sense. But
so they've removed this 14-day self-induced or enforced rather quarantine that you're supposed to do if you visit like a hot spot. So now what? We're just all out here supposed to fend for like. This is like Game of Thrones. I'm so over
living our best life.
Like winter literally is coming, and we out here acting a plum fool, like
a cotton picking fool. And I follow this girl on YouTube. Her name is Tamara. Her app is Tamara. And she just moved to Paris like a couple months ago. And Paris was Paris was open. Like, they were getting dinner every night. They were like, no mask.
Drinking wine.
But now Paris requires you to wear a mask outside. You can't even walk outside without a mask. So, yeah, their cases have started to go up. So they're tightening, you know, their restrictions again. It's crazy.
Meanwhile, here in the U.S. of A., the governor tries to sue the mayor of Atlanta if she says that it's a requirement to wear masks. Because that was totally against what he said that we have to do. So say that out loud 3 times, people. And let me know if that makes sense.
And Atlanta, y'all down there just living. Listen, every time I went to the supermarket, I left the supermarket because, like, the mask is either on the chin, it's not on the face at all. Like,
this is true. This is true.
Like, what?
Then we down here acting like it's Freaknik. Like,
and the restaurants are open. Like, everything's packed. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like,
there's a strip club not too far from me. If I were to drive by there, and I have, like, if it's like 10 o'clock at night, why is the parking lot full? What are y'all doing? How are you getting a lap dance and social distancing? Tell me. Say that out loud 3 times, people. Let me know how that works.
Shit, because y'all not. And people
y'all just gotta go to the strip club during the pandemic.
Like, they just don't. Let me get a sip of my whiskey.
They stressing you out.
They just don't care. Like, I don't know if I'm coming back to Atlanta, man. And someone posted
you gotta come back.
Wait, but I read a post. I don't know if it's true or not, but Atlanta had one of the highest numbers this week of cases.
I believe that. I believe it.
So, yeah, I might have to stay up north for a little while.
So hold on. Now that I think about it, you've been getting lurked on in other places too, because haven't people been commenting on your travel videos? So if you're not familiar, Kim has a YouTube channel, it's Straight Kim, right? Mm-hmm. And you document like your life. You do your running journal, the things that you do at your Run Wave podcast, your shows on your Run Wave podcast, and you have some travel videos, and some of those have like started to go viral. So tell us about the trolls.
Listen, so the only place I've been was Cancun, and I've been to Atlanta a couple times, right? Mm-hmm. On those videos, people are commenting like, did you have to leave? Did you have to leave New York? Why are you traveling during this time?
What? And wait a skirt. Let's take. Who gonna check me, boo?
Exactly.
Like, do these people know you, or these are just like literally trolls, like under a bridge, like internet trolls?
They're trolls. And then this one guy tells me, "Why did you take American?" Because I said American Airlines. I like.
Oh my gosh.
I like Delta better. During COVID, because I was ride or die American. Like, I always took American. But during COVID...
I'm ride or die Delta Airlines. Yeah.
During COVID, like, Delta Airlines, they're, like, on point. You know, American is, like, stuffing their flights. Delta Airlines, the middle seat is free. You know, I think
Delta Airlines is always on point, and they're based here in Atlanta.
Wait, so this one guy says, why are you taking American anyway? They're the worst. You should have took JetBlue. I'm like, JetBlue? Who takes JetBlue?
Isn't that the equivalent of taking Spirit Airlines? No.
Look, I didn't say
I don't like to count
JetBlue,
anybody's coins. And I've taken Spirit Airlines before. But when I tell you that is the soul plane of airlines...
Listen, I took Spirit one time for my grandmother's funeral because they were the cheapest last-minute flight. When I tell you, my knees were on the seat in front of me, okay? I could not. That was the worst flight. They don't give you any water.
Nope.
They charge.
You can't recline your seat at all. Does the seat even have a tray on the back?
It's the littlest tray you've ever seen. They charge.
It is petite.
They charge you.
It's like the Kevin Hart of trays. The shade of it all.
Listen, you gonna leave Kevin Hart alone.
He's funny, but he petite. He know he petite.
He's like 5'4", I think.
And I'm 5'5.5". Remember 5'5" with Brad? So yeah, like if I put on some shoes, his wife I think is taller than him.
She is. She's taller than him. Bless her heart.
Somebody asked you, why did you not fly JetBlue? That had to be a JetBlue employee. I don't know nobody out here who's taking selfies at the gate talking about I'm flying JetBlue. Like, they don't want nobody to know.
They don't even have business or first class. You can only get like their Mint service when you go West Coast. Like,
so like everybody got to be like in the stable with the cattle, no matter
one class. It's like Southwest, one class.
Look, I got upgraded. So like I have the Delta Airlines American Express. And so like I'm racking up those points. Well, I was COVID. So I got upgraded to first class when I went to Jamaica. I went at the beginning of this year in January. Baby, let me tell y'all how I act like I had arrived, honey.
Isn't it lovely?
They fed me a meal, and I was just like watching everybody else, like, so I didn't act like I knew what I was doing.
Like
I didn't know what I was doing.
Peasants walk on by.
Yes, he gave me a warm towel to like wipe my hands off, and they made me like a makeshift tablecloth, and I was like, yes, I would like a vodka tonic. I ain't been back in first class since. Bye.
Listen, a couple of years ago when me and Cody went to Cancun, I upgraded us going, and we flew business class going. And, they give you the food, you get the booze before you take off. And on the way back, we were coached. And he was like, what's this? I'm like, this is your life. We fly coach.
The person who went to Jamaica with me, I'm not telling y'all who, because y'all just nosy for no damn reason. So the person who went to Jamaica with me, he was not upgraded to first class. And so on the way back,
you left him?
On.
Shady.
Look, I had my Tom Ford shades on, and I was like, bye, peasants. I'll see you guys. And he said he could literally like smell our food as they were serving it to us at the back of the plane. I was like, yeah, so I guess that was a bit of information. I said it was a he, and woo, woo, woo. Next. Kim, what's next?
Don't say the win. The win when you win. Oh my
I already
God.
said it.
So yeah, listen, people, don't be down on people because they're traveling right now. As long as you take the necessary health precautions and, you're being safe. Like, I don't go nowhere else. I go out to run and I'm home. Shit, it was my birthday. I wanted to, go out and do something because I haven't done nothing since March, just like everybody else. So,
but that means you made it, right? Because, like, people are only trolling your social media and starting to, like, lurk and copy you because they care. Like, go read Beyonce's comment. She got nothing but trolls. So, friend, you got trolls like Beyonce.
Hey.
You made it, boo. People be copying Beyonce all the time. You made it.
Listen. Y'all gonna stay off my page.
They not. It's just gonna get worse. Especially when we move to Hollywood, because Oprah magazine reposted my TikToks. So when we pack our bags up and go to Hollywood, they really gonna be trolling.
I'm gonna need you to put one of those
Tyler.
Put one of those TikToks on the Lay Twins page so we could go viral too.
You know what? I might do it in the morning. Tyler, we're on a first name basis. Mr. Perry, Tyler. Tomorrow I'm coming by for lunch. I love shellfish with drawn butter. Any type of shellfish is fine. And I like Prosecco. So I'll see you about 11:30ish. We'll do an early lunch. Okay.
Okay. I'm coming too. Shoot, I'll be on the red eye. They know red eye to Atlanta, but I'll be there.
That's gonna be some more people commenting. You went to eat shellfish with Tyler Perry. Let's see what else we got here. Pay disparities among Black influencers. Mm-hmm. So, I talked about this a little bit on the Runwave podcast, which is Kim's podcast, where she talks things as it relates to runners. And I was on her show because I am a runner getting into content creation. And so when I spoke about shadow banning, I talked about how there is an accusation that Instagram suppresses the material of people of a certain sexual orientation, females, and the Black population. So now we have this information, and we do all believe that to be true. I'm talking about it again, so I might get shadow banned again on Instagram. We'll see. But something we've all known is that in corporate America, or in the workforce in general, women and African Americans, I'm gonna say black people, women and black people are not paid as much as especially white men and or white women. And so there is an Instagram page that is dedicated to letting you know what people get if you're a content creator, what you get as an offer for producing content. So if you don't know what a content creator is, Kim and I are considered content creators. We create content for your consumption. So a YouTube video is content. Anything that we were to post on our Instagram is our content. This podcast is content. Well, black women are not getting paid as much as white women and white men to produce content. And we're talking about like your organizations that are providing like thousands on thousands of dollars to some content creators. Like they have the big bucks and they can pay you, but they just choose not to. And they lowball you because of the color of your skin. So Kim, have you had an instance where you know somebody was lowballing you for something they wanted you to like run an ad for them or promote their product, something like that?
Listen, lately I have been getting a lot of requests to.
Cause you made it. I told you
Girl,
made it.
I didn't make it.
See,
you get a little 1,000-view video, and here come them. Here come the request. But yeah, most of these companies, you know, they'll email you and say, hey, you know, we want to send you some product for you to post about. And I always reply, well, what's your budget for this promotion? And when, you know, when they say it's no budget, I say, you know, I can't work with you out there. I'm not working for free. You know, I'm not some superstar influencer. I'm just a little old me, but I work for myself for free. I'm not working for you for free. And unless the product is a product that I already use and I can use now, I'll do it. Maybe. But no, I'm not doing any promotion. I mean, you have to do some promotion for free just to start. But if it's a product that I don't use, I don't believe in, I'm not promoting it. No.
I've only started content creation during COVID. So I probably say I got started around April, and I have had somebody like, and all of these people reach out to me. I'm not reaching out to them looking for a partnership. I've had a black female owned hair product company. She sent me a free sample of her hair product because she wanted me to see if I liked it. And I did. And so when I got it in the mail, I told her that I liked it. She asked me what my engagement was. And my engagement right now is off the chain because I don't have a lot of followers. So your engagement is like the percentage of people who like your photos compared to the percentage of people who follow you. So the smaller your follower account is, then typically your engagement is going to be a higher percentage because you're filtering out spam accounts, people who just follow you just because. Right now, most of the people who follow me typically probably know me or they like something about me. So I told her that I liked the hair product. And then she was like, after I gave her like my media sheet and telling her my engagement rates and my follower count, blah, 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 she told me that she wasn't paying for, you know, anything that she wanted me to do for her, but I would get exposure because she has so many followers on Pinterest, so many followers on Instagram, and so many. And I was like, but you found me because you saw that my likes were popping. I don't need your exposure. I promise I don't.
Listen, these companies can post you all they want. That doesn't mean that other people are going to follow you back and consume your content.
At all.
Listen.
I've had one of the eyeglass companies that you see on social, specifically Instagram. So there's a few like eyeglass companies that you'll see on Instagram. One of those companies reached out to me. They wanted me to do a change of outfits for 5 different pairs of glasses and a YouTube video. Do you know how much they wanted to pay me? $75.
I was going to say 100.
And I told them at a minimum, because you don't think about it, like everything that I have to do, this is prep. I have to put on makeup. I have to film. I've spent money on this ring light. I got the latest and greatest iPhone. I got a lapel mic. So at a minimum, it's going to take me from the time it takes me to get dressed for a video and finish editing it. That's like 6 hours right there. Are you telling me that y'all trying to pay me per hour what I used to make at McDonald's in high school? The devil is a liar.
And you know what? These companies have the budget. Okay?
They
especially
really do.
Big companies. Because when you go on that influencer page, let me pull it up. It's Influencer Pay Gap. And you will see, like, some of these companies are paying these influencers $5, $10, $15, $20,000 for campaigns for one post. And they'll pay one influencer an amount, and they'll offer another influencer product without payment. So there is definitely...
This says Kylie Jenner gets 1.2 million per Instagram post. Some of those TikTokers, some of the white TikTokers, they are millionaires. Whereas you have some of the black TikTokers that I constantly see, they don't even have a blue check by their name yet.
Which makes no sense. I don't understand it.
But their stuff has gone viral.
We can't win.
I don't have any more comments. Look, my throat really does need to be clear.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so Verzuz Brandy and Monica is coming up.
Okay.
It's just one of
Are
them
you
things.
team Monica or team... So when The Boy Is Mine came out, first of all, who do you feel like won in that video? Because I feel like, the sassiness of... Whose part of the song did you sing? When The Boy Is Mine was on the radio, whose part did you sing?
It's not hers, but mine.
But mine. I think I used to sing Brandy, because Brandy got the last word. Not yours, but mine. So I used to sing Brandy's part because she got the last word. Boom.
I don't really think Brandy or Monica are the best singers.
Whoa. World star hip hop. Wait a minute. That's my rewind sign. Wait, what?
I mean, look, they're no Mariah and Whitney Houston. Come on.
We are taking your black card. You cannot come to the cookout saying stuff like this.
Come on.
No.
Brandy and Monica, they can't even hit any high notes. They're like...
Oh my gosh. Hold my mule. Y'all hold my mule. Kim.
They do a lot of riffing, like...
Oh. Kim. Oh my. You know what? Next thing you're going to tell me is that Beyonce is not the greatest of all time.
No.
Kanye West even said it.
Stop your... No. Queen Bee reigns supreme, okay? Queen Bee is the best of all.
Yeah. Kim said that neither Brandy or Monica could sing.
I mean, they can. They're like...
They both... Kim. So, let's put a pin in that. Monica and Brandy are having a versus. So, they're sort of going to be battling each other on Instagram. Monday, I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, the day that you guys hear this podcast, because y'all going to listen to it on the day that it drops.
True.
Later that... You better. Later that night, Brandy and Monica are going to do a versus where they are going to go live on social media and just like play their greatest hits. Kim has said that neither one of them can sing.
I mean, they have some hits. They have some bops. That's, we can't debate that.
Some, hold on. Kim said they have some, like Brandy had a Mo to the E to the, and then what was that other show?
Moesha.
No, she went on the Parkers. Kim, they both can sing.
Yeah.
Let me take a sip.
No, I don't think like if you would rate the top singers of our generation of the 90s, Brandy and Monica are not one of them.
Okay, so. Top singers of our generation, like name 5, because I can't even do 10. I don't think. Okay, name 5. I'll see if I can think of some.
I can't even name 5.
In the 90s, or can it be from 81, which is when we were born, to 2003.
Look,
when we probably would have finished college.
We're not talking about hit makers. Mary got them hits. I saw Mary in concert last summer, and we were up the whole time. But I don't think Mary.
Why didn't she dance like that? What's wrong? It's like an exorcism.
She's like, yeah,
it's like a puppet.
Mary has hits.
Let me think.
For days, but she's not the best singer either.
Are we keeping it just R&B?
Yeah, R&B.
Okay,
like you got,
from 81 to like 2003.
Whitney and Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Is Whitney in
there? Whitney, of course. Before, pre-crack Whitney.
Oh, Jesus. Crack is what?
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Whitney.
But hold on. So if we're doing, if we're going to throw people, are we talking about, when did Whitney get established?
Whitney is the late 80s. But her hits were in the 90s.
Know? Let me tell you. Did y'all have 4-H in New York?
What's that?
4-H is I don't know how to, it's sort of I would put it along the lines of Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. Mm-hmm. But we had 4-H in school, and I remember we had a talent show in the 6th grade. See, this is how come my mom and daddy set me up for failure. Do you know what song I sung in the 6th grade talent show?
What?
Saving All My Love for You. If that ain't a damn song about a woman sleeping with a married man.
Oh, that's my jam.
So I'm performing in front of my teachers because I was a solo act. Even back then, I knew I was going to be a star. And I'm like, because tonight is the night. Looking like a plumb fool. Talking about you got your family and they need you there. And my mom never was like, Donyetta, don't sing that song. She was like, my baby can sing. So, okay, let me think. If we're talking about, do we want to do the 80s too, or do we want to just do the 90s?
We were 2 in the 80s. Who are you going to pick?
Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. Who else?
I think Whitney and Mariah there aren't too many great singers. Who can hold a note?
Destiny's.
Okay, look.
Whitney, Michael, Mariah.
They don't have to be black, but I used to love me some Christina Aguilera.
And Britney Spears.
Britney Spears can't sing. She can't hold a doggone note.
Oh.
She's the queen of lip singing. She could dance.
Yo, hold on. Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson cannot sing. Girl.
Control.
No, she is the worst. She is like Alicia Keys. I saw Alicia Keys in concert.
Oh, whoa. Look. World star hip hop. Oh my goodness, stop
it was Alicia Keys, Missy Elliott, and Beyonce. And Alicia Keys, this was her first album. Worst performer I've ever seen in my life. She was terrible. Terrible.
Oh, kill.
All she does is scream.
Me think. When I think of my childhood, and I think of good music,
she has hits. There's no doubt about it. But I'm saying, who can hold a note? Who can sing? Alicia Keys.
By the time we got to college, groups were big. So Drew Hill, Destiny's Child, when they had the original 4 members, Destiny's Child, Drew Hill, NSYNC, baby, Boys to Men.
Mm-hmm. Boys to Men. 112.
Remember Silk?
Q from 112.
112.
Jagged Edge.
The skinny one? Hold on, she said Q from 112. The group is 112, Kim, so we already know who your favorite is.
No, but the rest of them can't really sing. Q. And what's that other one?
Oh. Slim.
Oh, no, I meant Slim. Slim.
The S, the L, the I, the M. I hate Peaches and Cream, by the way.
That's the jam. Okay, wait. So it was Slim and Q. But Slim was the main singer.
It's the S, the L, the I, the M. Remember Drew Hill? And then Cisco broke out at about freshman, sophomore year. He came out with the thong song.
I like it when it goes. That was the jam.
Juvenile and them, Cash Money Records, when they was taking over for the 99 and 2000, that was big. The Yin Yang Twins would have been big about the 99, early 2000s.
Look. I love Aaliyah, God rest her soul. But she wasn't the best singer either. But she had some hits.
Kim.
She had hits.
Now I will say I hate Rock the Boat, but I do remember. It's like one of those things I remember.
My jam. Oh my god.
Y'all only. I'm not even gonna say why y'all like that song.
Work the middle. Change position. Listen.
When y'all watch this video and see my face, it's like.
And she sees me dancing, my change position, new.
I do not like that song. That was her last piece of work, and God bless it. But
Oh
throw
my
it in the
god,
trash.
that was my jam, Rock the Boat. I used to love Aaliyah.
Look. Oh, R. Kelly. So we can we separate the man from his actions, like his music from his personal life?
R. Kelly could sing.
R. Kelly would have been big in high school. Remember, you remind me of my cheek. Oh, honey, and down low when the remix.
Something like my sound. Listen, R. Kelly could sing. He was the 90s.
It's Mr. Big comes in and catches, so my goodness, he'll be frequent looking at your tickle bitties in. So y'all, so yeah, that is what I remember about childhood. And then groups like Silk, Feeling Like Loving Me.
Yeah, I can't name one Silk song.
I just gave you one. If you feeling like loving me.
No.
Oh, come on, Kim.
Nobody knows that.
I can stand you.
No.
That was a good dang sound.
No.
Remember H-Town?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody rockin',
Oh,
boots.
what was that group with the Rump Shaker? All I want to do is zoom, 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 and then boom, boom with Teddy Riley.
That was Teddy Riley.
Rex and Effects.
Check, baby, 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Yeah, we had some good music in the 90s, man.
You know what? Last week we tried to figure out if there was a rapper between Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown and like the boldness of Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Now we forgot about Kaya. All you ladies pop yo like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just you remember that?
Do
my
it,
neck,
do
my
it
back.
now, do it. But look, she only had one hit.
Ooh. Look, when she attack your Instagram, because she be going all the way
I'm
off.
gonna block her ass. Bye, Kaya. Block.
I tell you, she be on Instagram Live smoking a blunt and just cussing people
But
out.
she only had one hit. That's a fact. Name another Kaya song.
Don't trust no N-word. No, she had that song, You Gave Your Trust to Her. Yeah, she had another one.
Did.
Then do ya. Don't trust no. I'm not gonna say the N-word. No, don't. I know that song. It's one of them like Meg Thee Stallions, like I'm gonna dog your ass out. I'm not gonna call you back. Oh, I was about to say something to Meg Thee Stallion say like eat. Girl, gone. So what are we even talking about right now?
We just started a Brandy and Monica and we just went like all the way left.
Because you came with this blasphemy and got uninvited to the cookout. You done talked about Janet Jackson. You said Brandy and Monica can't sing. So I sang Brandy's part in The Boy Is Mine. If that came on the radio, that's the part I sang. But I think I like Monica more.
I like Monica because Brandy's a little sneaky ass, you know? So yeah, she's sneaky.
How did we get that from her
Because
music?
remember she had that kid with the guy and then they weren't married and they lied about being married and they had the reality show saying they were married and they weren't married.
You remember she used to date Wanye and he was a lot older than
Brandy,
her. Lonely, broken heart.
That was a good song. But yeah.
I mean,
I always liked Monica.
So
Monica was fly, right? Monica...
She had the short haircut. She was doing the thing. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Act like I ain't gonna get braids like Brandy.
True. Look, I be rocking my twist. She used to wear braids all the time, but Brandy had the fly hairstyle.
And remember that dance move from like, I Want to Be Down?
I want to be down.
Looking like she was throwing up Crip and blood signs. That gang signs.
I used to love
Let me
both
think.
of them. We had some good music in the 90s.
So who do you think is gonna win the verses?
I think Monica has more hits, right?
I don't know, because Brandy's kept going. Because, like, even, I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even gonna lie. Remember Full Moons? And remember she had that song with Mace sitting on top? She dated Mace too, didn't she?
Damn, Brandy got around.
They dated. Wait a minute, Tupac. Hold on. There's no slut shaming on the twins' experience.
I'm just saying, Brandy was
sitting on top of the world,
dipping in the music pool.
Remember she went to the prom with Kobe?
And you know they say more than go to the doggone prom.
You know what? You know what?
Go get yours, Brandy. Go ahead, girl.
I cannot. So
anyway, Brandy was getting it. She's like, shoot. She's like, the guys do it, I could do it too. Shoot. You go, Brandy.
Anyway, I think I am going. Ooh, I think I might like Monica more, but I think Brandy's gonna win.
I'm going with Monica.
All right, so we're gonna tell y'all the verdict on the next show. We'll see. What? Brandy versus Monica. The Boy Is Mine. That probably will be the song they either open up with or end with.
I think they're gonna close with that one.
They had another one. They did another song together. It All Belongs to Me. You remember that song? Well, it's pretty much, it's sort of like Beyonce's Irreplaceable. They're telling this guy to get out, but it all belongs to me. Like them shoes, them AirPods. Don't take none of that stuff, boo-boo. I bought that. Just get your box that you came with. And
I want to know how much coins they're getting to do these verses. Because, you know, do they
get paid?
They must be, because they stream it on Apple Music.
Beyonce Beyonce, this is how much I love you. I talk about you when I'm just not even supposed to be. Brandy has a new album out, doesn't she?
I downloaded it, but I didn't download it because I don't pay for music anymore. You know, it's on my...
What? What?
It's on my free Spotify to listen to. Listen,
let me see.
I'm not paying for music anymore.
Spotify gets on my nerves.
Brandy... I don't listen to enough music to pay a monthly like I was paying, and I was going into the app like once a month, maybe.
Wait. Is Brandy's album called B7?
She looks like Egyptian.
What in the Waka Flocka Flame? Like Scandal, B7?
Is that her 7th album?
But you remember Scandal, like where they always used to take people where Olivia Pope's dad worked was B7? Like what in the Waka Flocka Flame?
God, I forgot about Scandal. That was a good show.
Yeah, B7 is where Jake...
No, it was B16.
Is it B16? Kim, that sounds like a vitamin.
I think B16 is a vitamin.
I don't know. B12 is... Let me see.
I think
Scandal.
It was B16.
I'm going to type in... It's B13.
Oh, B13. We got that numbers all wrong.
Look, we almost 40. Give us a break.
Oh my goodness.
B13. I still don't like B7. B7 sound like a vitamin. I don't like it.
Y'all heard the third. Y'all heard. What am I saying?
World star blooper. I'm gonna leave this part when I edit this. I'm gonna leave this part in. That liquor y'all gonna see Kim drinking when y'all watch the visual has started to kick in. It is brown and
wait.
I don't know. Do you have Ice Cube in it?
Let me show them my bottle. Don't show my husband where I keep my secret stash, y'all. Mm-hmm.
You know he follows the Instagram account, right?
Don't put this as a preview.
Okay.
Now y'all know what that means when you hear the throat clear. Some bullshit is coming.
It's just petty. It's just a little bit. I mean, just a little bit. Can we talk about how Instagram is trying to kill TikTok like they did Snapchat?
Mm-hmm. Because I will tell you, as soon as Instagram stories came out, I never went back to Snapchat again. Never.
I don't even go to use the filters.
Nope. Don't need them.
So for those of you who don't know, Instagram has introduced something within the last, 2-3 weeks called Reels, Reels, and they are nothing more than TikTok videos that you can now post on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So the president has said that he was going to try to ban TikTok from the US of A. I don't think he can legally do that. That's not what we're going to talk about right now. But Instagram, which is the king petty because it's also owned by the same people who own Facebook. We're not even going to say that person's name.
And WhatsApp.
Oh, I didn't know that. WhatsApp too. Like, they have introduced something that is pretty much TikTok. So let me tell y'all what Donyetta does. So all them little videos y'all was keying about on TikTok, I have made nary new one. I just posted on Instagram and it's taken off. Like, there's nothing new on my part. But everybody's acting like it's just like this new, like the shit doesn't stink, like new thing.
That's because
and it's just like,
people like me are not on TikTok.
You are on TikTok. You just claim you don't know how to use it.
But I don't go on. Like, if I get a notification that you posted a video, I'll go look at it. But that's it. Like, I don't sit there and scroll and see what's happening. Because I have enough social networks on my plate. Like, I can't with TikTok. But the Reels, it's like right in Instagram. So
I need to post a TikTok. Like, my TikTok career is plummeting because I'm over here acting like when Dave Chappelle didn't want to do the Dave Chappelle show anymore. And y'all, I'm not posting new TikToks, but I'm over here getting famous on Instagram because I'm posting my TikToks on Instagram. How does that work?
You know what? You might as well just come on over to Instagram and do the Reels because...
But Instagram doesn't have all the features that TikTok has. So like TikTok has audio that I can use. So like a lot of that stuff that you saw that I did on TikTok, it was voiceovers. Like Instagram doesn't necessarily like have those voiceovers embedded in it. So me and a friend of mine, Kathy, we do like a lot of Corwin Claiborne voiceovers. I don't believe those are in Instagram for us to do. The transitions aren't up to par yet. But I will say, like, now that I've been posting Reels, I hate this. So I used to be the person that I would respond and comment. I would like and comment to every comment that people left. I can't not do that anymore now that I've posted Reels. Like, I think I showed you when you were here, Kim, like every time I open my phone, even if it's like within a 5-minute period, I got like 100 new likes because Instagram is pushing these Reels. So I want y'all who have posted Reels to tell me if your in-feed posts are getting as much traction as your Reels. All right. I think that's all we got. All right. That brings us to the end of this episode. We want to thank you for joining us.
And we hope to see you on the next one.
We will see you because y'all going to be here. We're not giving you the option.
Don't forget to subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast app and leave us a rating on Apple Podcasts. See you next time.
We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast so you'll never miss an episode.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please be sure to rate and or review the show. It would really help us out. Catch you next time.